That's good. Today, we're going to learn how to make pizza the old-fashioned way with our hands. Now, first things first, whenever I make pizza, my dog Maxine gets real hungry. So I gotta make sure to feed her first. You ready? I'll be right back. Now that we have everything in its right place, let's check the ingredients we need. Whoa boy, that sure is a lot of stuff. But first, can you identify anything that we don't need? That's right. Silly me. I sure get carried away sometimes. So what can we identify here? Oh, that's right. Good job. The first things we have are flour. A good Italian flour is the best for the job, but if you don't got that, a very basic Czech flour will do just fine. You will also need a cup, yeast, or as it's known in Czech, droždí, or as it's known in Slovak, droždie, a big bowl for mixing, really good Italian olive oil, salt. I use a squeeze bottle for my olive oil. And the secret ingredient. Okay, so let's begin with our flour and our yeast mixture. But first, I almost forgot, you're gonna need some sugar. So begin by adding about half the package of yeast into the mixture. Next, just a pinch of flour. And enough sugar to get her started. Looks good. Now, you're gonna add some warm water. Not warm yet. While we're waiting for the water to warm up, we can add our flour. Two cups ought to do it. 1, 2. Keep the flour because you're going to need it later. Now you're going to add about 1/4 of your cup of warm water. Not too much, not too little. And before it settles, you take a fork and you mix it up rough, twirling it around, back and forth, making funny noises for about 30 seconds. Until it starts to bubble good and you know it's getting oxygen in there. And then you can cover it with a saucer or a plate for 5 minutes. See you in 5 minutes. Okay, so it's been 5 minutes. We're gonna check our yeast, but before we do that, we're gonna add our ingredients to the flour. First, we'll take some salt. About 1 tablespoon all around. This is a ½ tablespoon measuring cup, so I'll put 2. Next, some sugar in the middle. That'll activate with our yeast. And around. I like sugar. And some secret ingredient. Our next step is to add our yeast mixture into the flour mixture. It's looking good. As we mix this, we're going to want to take our mixing devices. I use chopsticks. Slowly, but surely. Now we're going to add about a cup of water and mix it all up. Make sure it gets good and mixed in there. Looks like I need some more water. Careful. Don't add too much, or your dough will be more like pancake batter. But if you make pancake batter, you can also enjoy that. That's right. Cleaning off the sides, looking good. That's what we want. Now you're gonna mix this for about 5 minutes. Now I'm going to add a little olive oil. If you make it too wet, that's okay. You can always add a little bit more flour. But not too much. That's better. When your mixture is ready and weighty, you're going to want to add everything into a Tupperware, because that's the best place to let it rise. Little sprinkle of flour never hurt. Close it. And take a moist, but not too moist, cheesecloth or kitchen towel and keep it covered for 30 minutes. Okay, so it's been 30 minutes. Let's have a look. Oh yeah. As you can see, the dough has expanded slightly. This is your 30-minute dough. Now what you're gonna wanna do is have a little more patience. If you cook this now, it's not gonna taste very good. So you need to mix it just a little bit more, but it's fluffy. Now, I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil, cover it back up, and let it sit again for at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 5, 3, 5, 4 or 5 hours. There are several different ways to store your dough. I keep mine in the microwave on off. You can also put it in your refrigerator. When you're ready to cook your pizza, you're going to want to use an oven, which you all have at home. Set your oven to 250 degrees, or the hottest setting it'll go, for about 15 to 20 minutes. You be the judge.